this is Andrew with Good Space High Performance Builders. We're back at this high performance remodel we're doing. We previously showed you how we were doing air sealing with the zip system and liquid flash. Now we are doing a test with a blower door to see where we've got any problems that we want to address before we come in with the air barrier. So we'll take you inside and show you some of the spots that we've found while running this test. So here we are back inside the house, and we can show you the air sealing details we did since we put the zip up and the liquid flash. So as a recap, we were going to make our air barrier the floor to the bottom plate, up the zip, and then across the ceiling. So we came in and we've caulked the bottom plate, so we're trying to get from the floor to the zip as a seal, and there were holes, because there's a remodel, there were holes in the old bottom plate there, so we hit them with foam that could have been old plumbing or electrical, and then you can see as we come up to the top, there's foam where electrical's going through, and then we've foamed our drywall to the top plates because we're getting ready for the air barrier to come in, and we're just trying to, with this test we're doing, trying to identify if there's any major holes that we've missed. So another good one that we did find that we'd missed is up here. There's a hole just under that strapping we've got there, and you might be able to see it on this IR camera where there is some different colors coming in. Although maybe it's a similar temperature now, but we found it that way. And I'll show you, and we can feel the air actually with our hands. So we put it up there. That's one simple way that we're feeling that air rushing in. I'll take you to the other side here. We found a couple other really good spots that we can seal. Just walking around and feeling, we can feel a good amount of air coming in here, right where my hand is. So here we are at a slightly step down ceiling into the master bedroom beyond me here, because you can see the edge of the drywall there, and that's an area where we didn't initially seal well. Since we've had the blower door running, the team's been by and caulked some of this. On that bay you can see a bead of caulk up there, but here there's none, and we'll use the IR gun to show you the difference there. This is the one they caulked, and right where the caulk is, it's a little bit blue, a little colder, I guess. Maybe that's because the caulk is fresh and cold. But then we come into this next bay and see that red. It's pulling down heat from the attic and showing us that the air is moving right there. So very useful. Really good spot here. We just filled it with our hands, feeling around. There's a good amount of air, but these smoke pens are also useful for us. Wow, you can see when I get close there, that flame is just getting blowing. So that's that air just sucking in. Another really good one behind me that we found, you can see we've done a lot of the detailing with caulks and foams. With this electrical feed going down, we've foamed it and kind of trimmed the foam back, but when I put my hand around the back there, there's a good amount of air rushing through. So we could maybe hit that with a bit more caulk, but we know the air barrier that we're going to bring in next will get those small holes. Again, you can see that flaring up there. Show you a couple other really interesting spots. We got one over in the shower here. Come on through. So as we showed you, where there were old penetrations and new pipe penetrations, we try to seal them pretty well, but we had put this shower pan in before we did the detailing work, so we've got two copper pipes coming down here for the shower, the hot and cold. So right here, there's a good amount of air coming through. So we might try and foam it right here, because we can't get down to the bottom plates, or maybe we can crawl the house and hit those. I don't know if the pin's going to show it much, but yeah, you can see the smoke coming off there a bit more aggressively. So that was a good one, and perhaps something we've learned that we could have hit that before putting the shower pan in, knowing it would be inaccessible at the bottom plates now. And then we'll go over to the other bathroom, and I'll show you something we found at the bathtub too, which was a really good find. Here we are at the bathtub, which we always knew was a difficult place to air seal. So we're aware of it, and we thought we'd done a pretty good job. We talked to the team about getting that. So you can see we custom put a piece of OSB down there, foamed it right around that drain. But once we came in and put our hands here, we could feel a lot of air rushing in under here. So clearly we have another issue under this bathtub. So we'll go under the house and take a look. We think it's probably by the drain, but without doing this blower door test, we wouldn't have identified that. And again, our floor being a part of our air barrier, it's a very, very important find to get there. Because it's, I know we can't translate on video, but when I put my hand here, there's a considerable amount of wind just sucking in there. We are still testing this house for how well we've sealed it up. So we've got the blower door on still, flipped the fan in the other direction, so now we're pressurizing the house. And inside we have a theatrical fog machine, and so it's giving us a visual of what's happening. And from the outside here, we've identified this exterior receptacle that we could have done a better job, it looks like, on air sealing. Although the air barrier will get some of it, but I don't know, it might be hard to see on the film. There is some smoke coming out, it's blowing here in the gentle breeze we've got. And we've also got the FLIR camera, the infrared camera, and we can see that the box is blue compared to the siding, which is orange and yellow, because it's a lot cooler with the colder inside air that's there right now in the afternoon. So that's a good illustration and something we can detail a bit better before we, close up the house on the inside. I'll show you down the side of the house too, where you can see the smoke coming out. It's kind of a haze here where we're getting air coming out of the attic space with the ceiling penetrations, and then another spot down by the HVAC unit, the outdoor unit, you can see quite a lot coming there. We'd identified the bathtub had a fairly big hole, so we anticipate there's a good amount coming here because the bathtub's just inside this area, so you can see it's really coming out. We're probably going to take a look inside too and see if we can see the smoke moving. I got my respirator I'm going to put on. I'm not really sure how that'll look or come across, so may or may not show footage there, but we're going to jump inside. As we were walking around the house to come in the back door, notice where the team's painting, and I put some plastic up here on the windows, and it's really sucking in this painter plastic with that blow door running because it's creating a negative pressure, and it shows you that these windows have leakage like most windows do, and that's definitely something to be aware of, how much your windows leak, and you can certainly see that happening here. So we went inside and had a look, but we can't really determine anything on the performance right now, so the outside is a better visual, so we're going to pump back outside. All we could see was a lot of smoke. We couldn't really see where it was moving, so it wasn't great for diagnostics, really, with the smoke machine and the positive pressure. The visualization on the outside's better. You can probably still see along the eaves here where we've got the smoke coming out. So we're looking forward to doing the aero barrier next, so we'll shoot that video for you, and then we'll be able to see how much we improve the air sealing of the building. And here we are on the inside of the blower door. It's been great finding those holes, so what we're going to do next is mechanically and foam and caulk any of the larger holes. Then we're going to bring the aero barrier in and then finish the interior drywall on the walls and things like that. So right now we're reading about a 4.5 air changes per hour at 50 pascals, so 4.5 ACH 50. What we'll do is we'll bring the test back, the blower door test, at the end, put it on and see where we are after we've done the aero barrier and fitted everything out, and we'll see what number we get at the end. Good learning experience for us and seeing what we can do to get a good performing house. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, and see you next time with Good Space High Performance Builders.